So you guys, it's been fun to watch this year. You guys have kind of been, one of the darlings of college basketball so far this season with your really good start. Just in general, summarize what's going well for you guys and where you feel you're at right now on January 18th.
Yeah, I think, kind of where we're at right now. I think we've put ourselves in a pretty good position to start the season. We've given ourselves a lot of confidence early on. But like last year, that kind of happened early and things will change and, different things will happen. But I think the difference is the mentality that, kind of this team carries itself and prides itself on. This year is just, every day means every day you're going to have to bring it, regardless of what's going on. If it's a game, if it's a practice, if it's an off day, who's getting in the gym or who's watching extra film, who's doing what to get better and improve on themselves. But I think that's really the biggest thing that we've carried with us this year so far is just our approach and our mentality to everything that we do, really. Whether it's, like I said, the basketball classroom, weight room, film room. That's the difference in this team.
And you guys obviously largely have the same group back from last year with, a big addition in AJ too to help that out. But with you having kind of a similar core back, you mentioned what happened last year as you went on in the season. How does that experience help you so hey, guys, we got to keep working. We got to keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, like you said, with the amount of guys that we kind of did return from last year, a lot of those guys have that same feeling, that same painful feeling of not going to the tournament, not finishing how we wanted to in the Big Ten. So I think just using that kind of is what we, as our motivation, there's a lot of guys that have that and think that like that too, is that we still got a lot to prove. We're still, counted out or, underregarded in some aspects of the game to other people. So, but just blocking out that outside noise, sticking to who we are, believing in who we are. I think I say this a lot, but I think everybody on the team is super comfortable with who they are as a person and then, who we are as a team well. So it's easier to kind of, have that approach to everything when the whole squad has it.
Early on this season, obviously took you guys a few games to hit your stride, but once you did, you were rolling. Was there a moment as a team when you felt like things clicked for you guys sometime in November, early December?
I mean, I really don't think it was a certain game or thing that kind of clicked in. It was just the process of it all, buying into the process. You don't want to shy away from the grind or anything that's going to be difficult. Everybody kept sticking with it, sticking with one another, and it took some time early on, but I think when you bring pieces in like AJ, two freshmen in Nolan and John who get a lot of production, it's going to take time regardless. But that's just shows the willingness, the new guys came in, were willing to learn, willing to adapt, willing to take some criticism if it might take that, but be open to it, and, being able to give it as well. So I think just having that in our corner, having like-minded guys in the locker room is really kind of what's separated us.
You mentioned AJ. I've been watching Wisconsin basketball my whole life, and I can't remember a guy who's had that just pure athleticism that he has. And obviously, he's a really skilled player as well. What is that addition meant to you guys this year?
It means a lot, obviously. And for me, it's more of the relationship I have with AJ off the court more than it even is on the court. He's a great kid. Uh, Works super hard at his craft. Is respectful of the game and cherishes every moment he steps here out here on this court. So I think it just kind of it's a credit to his work ethic, credit to his focus, and then just everybody as a team kind of pouring the confidence into each other, and going out there and being able to play free of mind, free flowing. But I would say, yeah, the closest guy I've seen in a Badger uniform to jumping that high, maybe Khalil Iverson
Yeah.
as of late. But I mean, there's not many people in the country that have that athleticism.
You mentioned your relationship. When did that start between the two of you? Did you know him before he transferred there, or how did that kind of blossom?
No, I mean it just kind of started within the summer, off season workouts, off season lifts, stuff like that. Played a lot of one-on-one, in the gym with one another. Um, but it's just, the time that you spend with someone and how you cherish that moment and like what you take out of it. it doesn't need to be all about hoops at the end of the day. You know, there's more to basketball in life than just the ball going in and, you know, winning and losing. So, uh, it's getting to know him more, obviously, off the court. And we'll continue to, you know, find more out about each other and things. But it's been a blessing being able to meet AJ Store.
For you personally, Max, you've had a couple games this year where the basket must have looked like the ocean to you. Like first half Marquette, second half Ohio State, obviously big game in Northwestern last weekend. When you get in those zones like that, I mean, I played basketball, but not at a high level. I mean, for you, like, what does that feel like for you when it just seems like every shot is dropping?
Yeah, like you said, it's a pretty good feeling when they're going down, but your approach really can't change, and that's what I try to, you know, stick to the most is regardless of if it's going in, if it's not going in, my approach, the preparation doesn't change, and I think that's kind of what's uh made it a little more, I guess you could say, successful as of late, just because the ball's been going in. But um, that it's a credit to just being true to who you are, sticking to the work. You know, like I said, don't run from the grind or anything. The work's going to work and it'll all pay off. So I think to it, but it's also easy when you got guys like, you know, Chucky as a point guard, you know, Steve as a big man, Tyler as the four man, who are super unselfish players and have all the confidence and belief in you in the world. So it's nice when it goes in a little bit more. It's definitely good to see it go through the net, but the work does behind it doesn't really change. The thought process doesn't change either.
And that's another thing that stands out about this team is it just so deep across the board. Guys that can score, guys that can do multiple things on the floor. You know, you go what 8 deep, and then when Connor comes in, when he gets chances to, obviously he can pour it in, and it's led to you guys doing some pretty special things offensively so far. Did you realize preseason that hey, we've got a lot of pieces here. We have the potential to be a really, really strong offense. Or at what point did that kind of click for you, just in terms of all the depth that you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of resonated as soon as last year ended. You know, we kind of knew we were going to have a lot returning. We had a lot coming back. You know, we had a lot that we were hungry for in terms of next year. So, um, just having that approach, that mentality of like, you know, we're not satisfied with where we're at. Even right now, just keeping that hunger mindset really. But it's easy when you got guys like, you know, Tyler, who's been here for 5 years, who's a pretty successful leader in himself that, you know, not going to let too many guys stray off or, you know, get lackadaisical with things in terms of like the classroom or anything in life. I think that's kind of been the biggest thing here for us is just the accountability aspect.
I know you hit 1,000 a week or so ago, and I think
Yeah.
it was the Neenah account pointed out that you had your 1,000th high school point at the Cole Center too. Did that ever cross your mind? I think it was at the state tournament. You passed 1,000 in high school, and then obviously you do it as a Badger in college. How kind of cool is that to do them both in the same spot?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It was at, I think it was at Ohio State that
Oh, was
I,
it? It was on the road there. That's right.
yeah, but to have the jersey on and be able to do it in the Wisconsin uniform is a whole nother, you know, feeling and idea. But yeah, like you said, kind of, I had my 1,000 point here at the state semifinal game against Brookfield Central, but I didn't even know. I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea I was even close to 1,000 here. That was like my mom texted me after the game. She was like, "That was your 1,000," and I was like, "I have no idea." And then I went to ESPN and I looked. I was like, "Oh, I guess." I didn't even think I was close, like
Sure.
in the realm of 1,000, but I guess it all works out. I like 1,000's great and everything. It's a really cool accomplishment, but I'm just trying to win games here.
Is that like you think transferring kind of like jumbled it in your mind maybe that you didn't realize you were close to 1,000? Like I'm just curious, like to not really know that you were that close.
Yeah, I just really don't care about all that stuff. Like it is cool and like it is super awesome that I was able to do it, you know, as a Badger, you know, coming back home and being able to put this jersey on and get that, you know, career accomplishment and everything. But for me, it's nothing that I've ever thought of or I mean, you could have told me that as a kid. I probably wouldn't even have told you I would have scored 200 points in my college career. So I mean, to score 1,000 is pretty cool, but I'm just more concerned about, you know, the win-loss column.
we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, just in terms of the whole stay in focus going forward thing. But with you guys coming off the loss the other night, how important is this stretch now to show that that's just a blip on the radar and keep the train moving forward?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, at the end of the day, it's one game that we lost, and we're not gonna, compile it or snowball the thoughts that we've had on that. That's, kind of compared to life. Things are gonna happen. There's gonna be blips in the road, bumps in the road, but it's gonna be how you respond. How many times you get knocked down, how many times you can get back up on your feet. So I think that's just the approach that everybody has in the locker room, and you know, like I said before, everybody's pretty comfortable with who one another are and who we are as a team. That there's no sense of straying away, or there's no point of going, in a different direction that we've been preparing in. So just sticking true to who we are and who Wisconsin is, I think we'll be all right.
What's it like to be in the middle of a race for a Big Ten championship? I mean, like so many people know as a fan watching it from the outside, keeping an eye on what everybody's doing. But like, do you check your app to see how Purdue did, to see how Illinois did, and things like that? Or are you just so focused on what you guys are doing?
Well, I mean, I'm a basketball junkie at heart, so I watch all the college games, NBA games. I'll go back and watch, replays of games that aren't even ours, but I don't get caught really up into the whole scoreboard watching thing of things. It's more like for the enjoyment of the game. Uh, just can't really get away from basketball, so it'll always just kind of be on the TV. But I don't think anybody's really kind of getting necessarily caught up in the scoreboard watching thing. We know we're trying to be a better team than we were last year. We're not trying to beat out anybody else. We're just trying to be better versions of ourselves. At the end of the day, that's really all that matters.
Yeah, it's too early to scoreboard watch anyway.
Right.
Don't take my advice on that one. Lastly, just kind of big picture wise, knowing how veteran you guys are, how deep you are. I mean, what do you view as a ceiling type, thing for this team right now? I know obviously you're in the day by day aspect of it, but looking at you guys, you certainly seem like the kind of squad that has the ability to do something special in March. Do you guys feel that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'd say we're pretty ceilingless in terms of our ability. I think it's just going to be a mentality that we need to keep moving forward here. It's not going to be anything that we're going to need anybody to do anything special. It's not going to take any superheroes. It's just going to take, like I said, the consistent grind, the showing up every day, ready to go, being mentally prepared, being physically prepared and ready. I think that's kind of like one of the biggest things, that I've seen going into it is more, outside of just practice, the work that you put in, you taking care of your body, you taking care of what you're doing in the classroom, the weight room, things like that. So I would say, just kind of stick into that, being who we are, like I said, I think that'll help us out in the long run of things.